Match cancellations has brought us to the Specsavers Stadium in Surrey this afternoon for Merstham against Leiston. A wet and windy afternoon awaits for Matchday 36. The home side had been on a run of 3 straight league wins, including an impressive 2-1 win away at Dulwich. Despite defeat last time out at Worthing, they have managed to score 2 goals in each of their last 3 games. As for the visitors, Leiston, they're only 6 points from a playoff place, but they'll need to improve on a 3-2 defeat to Worthing last time out. It's a woeful afternoon, pouring with rain, freezing cold, and both teams have just come and lined up in front of us, and we're hoping for some real entertainment.
Yes, obviously Merstham played Leiston back in December, and Leiston won that evening on a Tuesday night up there 3-1. So obviously Merstham will want a bit of revenge on their home ground today, and unfortunately they're missing their 2 top goal scorers in Charlie Penny, who's out with an injury, and Alex Adai's on a suspension.
And let's take a look at the 2 teams, and of course Merstham's top scorer Ryan Hall recently left the club. He's joined Welling United, but they do welcome back Dan Bennett. Scored 23 goals in all competitions last season. They'll be looking to him to bring the goals for Leiston. Last season's top scorer in the league is their top scorer this season. Matt Blake is number 9 for the visitors today. And now here comes Hall, who runs forward. Abnett's going to pick it up. It's a brilliant cross from Abnett all the way into the box. It falls to Bennett, who likes to bring the ball down. He does manage to control it, bring it down. It's now with Collins. He tries to shoot. It's been blocked, and Leiston do get the ball away. Only 2 games have fallen foul to the weather in the Premier Division. Games between Leatherhead and Needham Market and Lowestoft Town and Dulwich Hamlet not on today. Other than that, it's a full programme across the Premier Division. We'll keep you updated as the afternoon goes along. It's Kavanagh now for Merstham, who tries a long shot. It's never going to trouble the keeper, Garnham, in the goal. Merstham had been on a good run themselves, 3 wins, including that victory over Dulwich Hamlet, until they slipped up last week against promotion chasing Staines in a 4-2 game that I'm told could have gone either way. Bennett's picked the ball up now. What can he do? Bennett shoots, and it's a good save. Again, it was really close to the keeper, Garnham. But giving Dan Bennett that room, Mick, just on the edge of the box, is going to be something that Leiston will prove to rue if they do it again.
They might well do, because Dan Bennett will be up. He want to be proving his worth for the Merstham team after leaving and coming back. So I think he'll have an edge to his game today.
Yeah, really good control from Bennett again as he looks to play the ball wide, and it's a really good ball. Cross comes into the box. Can they get the head on it? They can't. It's going to fall to Bonnet Johnson on the edge of the box. He's going to lay it off now for Kavanagh. Kavanagh on his left foot into the box. Kavanagh flicked over, and it's going to be a corner. Real opportunity for Merstham, and it all came from a fine ball from Dan Bennett. Plays it out to Harrison, the left back, who drives across the halfway line for Merstham. Now with Hayden Smith, who did really well when he came on against Enfield. Back to Harrison, left foot, Harrison, the ball comes into the box, and it's headed clear, not quite behind, and Leiston get a second opportunity to clear it. It was a good head away from Ainsley, and now Leiston come forward. Really is end-to-end at the moment, and now a chance for Matt Blake, who's offside, and clearly offside there, Matt Blake.
Yeah. But they've got to be careful of that counter-attack. We saw it there with Matt Blake's movement. He's really, really, really dangerous.
Few nice balls now being sprayed around by the visitors as well. Both these teams like to play football. Good on the eye.
Pitch is holding up well as well, Ben. You know, that's what's interesting. That verti-drain has really helped this along this pitch.
Really poor play there from Merstham, though. It's going to give Leiston an opportunity as it's going to come towards Blake, and he just got his feet in the last minute, caught up, and really a let-off there, and that is, Gary, the danger when you are going to always play out from the back. There's an opportunity to clear that ball. Harrison tried to play out, got intercepted. Falls now to Dunbar. He's got a little bit of room to move. He's going to go across field is a really poor ball that Harrison will intercept and play a little 1-2, lovely 1-2 with Bonnet Johnson, and Harrison will go all the way out to Hayden Smith. Hayden Smith now his first opportunity to really run at the fullback. Hayden Smith inside, looks to dink it over, just goes wide. Great play, first opportunity that the Merstham winger really had to drive at the fullbacks there.
Yeah, well, like Mick said earlier, this lad, I don't know how old he is and where he's come from, but when he gets on the ball, he's a typical winger. He wants to get back, he wants to get at players. And then on the left, he ran, he cut inside, and he got it onto his right, on the left, and he cut onto his right, and he nearly just curled it into the top right-hand corner of the goal. Great strike, but unlucky.
Again, really impressive in the midfield as Bennett knocks it to Kavanagh, and now Merstham are away once more with Harrison. It goes all the way to that far side as Hayden Smith picks it up, and he looks to jink back onto his right foot. Lovely cross from Hayden Smith. It's flicked on. Will it reach? Hall it will, and it comes all the way across, and Collins had stopped moving. And you just think if Collins there wouldn't have stopped, he didn't think that Reece Hall was going to get that ball across.
No, you're right. He thought the ball was going out, but Reece Hall, I don't know how he got his leg that high. He just got his leg right up high and hooked the ball back over to the far post. And like you said, if Collins had carried on his run, he would have got just a little head or tap in. It would have been 1-0. Yeah, the ball's rolling really well. It's not getting stuck, so definitely I'll be very surprised if they called this game off.
Oh, here he goes. Good.
Lovely ball in towards Collins, who shows a bit of strength to hold that off. Maybe an opportunity for Merstham right now, and just goes into the side netting, and it was Ben Harrison who drove that in with his left foot. Really good play from Collins as well. And now a free kick that looks like it will be Dan Bennett. This will be a hell of a return. No, De Bennett's going to walk away. It looks now as it will be Reece Hall. Hall strikes it, goes in towards goal. Keeper makes the save. First real save of the game from Marcus Garnerman. It was a decent effort from Reece Hall.
Yeah, he looked up Reece there. He was trying to pick his spot. He got a good strike on it. Goalkeeper had to make a decent save there because it's skidding off the surface.
He makes a bit of a mess of that between Kavanagh and Bennett, and Leiston will bring the ball away again.
Hendo!
A little bit of room now for the first time for Hammond. Hammond, what can he do? Crosses it in, and it's an important interception there from Harwood. Just got himself a little bit of room with a neat touch there, did Hammond, before he crossed it in. And
well, that would have been a goal because that was coming right onto Blake, and that would have been top corner. Good ball in, but well done to Liam Harwood.
3 minutes to go till half-time. Leiston have the corner, plenty of bodies forward for them. In comes the cross, it's a decent one as well, goes over everybody. It's Harwood again who'll get that ball out, and this time it comes back to the Leiston fullback. It's another brilliant effort. Jones comes out, still scrambling around, and the ball eventually goes over from Finch. Two delightful crosses from Hammond, the Leiston fullback, and Ashley Jones called into action, just got a fist to it, came back to Finch, and it was a poor effort in the end from Finch. The referee looks at his watch again as Leiston possibly come forward for the last time over the halfway line. Maybe one last attack from them, and they play the ball in. It's a delightful ball. This is a real opportunity all the way across towards Blake, and again it's Harwood that intercepts. And it was the fullback on the opposite side, this time Dunbar, that had got in. A delightful ball played into Dunbar.
Yeah, lovely run by Dunbar. Left back, got all the way up, and a good time pass, just straight into his stride, put a cross in, and it's Harwood again. They look a good team, Leiston, on the break, very good.
The ball high up towards the Merstham box, and it's bouncing around. The referee has a little look, and he's pointed to the spot, and it's going to be a penalty. And it is, it's going to be a penalty to Leiston early in this second half. The referee said there was a foul, couldn't really see from the angle we looked at, but it is going to be an opportunity for the visitors to take the lead in this game. Here comes the penalty. Strikes, and it's against the post, and it goes out, and it's not going to be the opening goal of the game. Hits the woodwork, and Leiston players can't believe it. They've not taken the lead.
Goalkeepers need to understand they've got to come out and they've got to stand up. They don't. Hold on, short corner.
Yeah, Merstham put it in. This could be an opportunity for them to drive it all the way across, and it's flicked away still with Merstham player into the box. Keeper comes out, doesn't get there, bouncing around in the box. Can they get it away? They do eventually. It's going to come all the way back to Bennett, who drives it in and just drives it wide. This time the scare is for the visiting side, and just wouldn't bounce there for Merstham.
No, I mean, it's end to end now, isn't it? It's a really exciting game. I can't believe how exciting it is today. So,
and Again, Leiston win it back, and they're quick to drive forward, the team all in blue this afternoon. It's a ball over towards Matt Blake, who takes it down with one touch. Can he get the ball onto his right foot? Look to take it down in the box still. Matt Blake, 2 players around him. Goes to the edge of the box towards Henderson. Henderson looks to nip him between players. Blake gets it back into the box. Blake all the way across. Right the way across the goal.
Did that hit
the post again and comes out. It's the second time that they've hit the post. Once from the penalty, and Matt Blake there. He had it the first time. He had to go to the edge of the box, came back to Blake on his right foot, and it went all the way across and hit that far post. And Ashley Jones was stranded in the Merstham goal.
But what Merstham are not doing well, they are not coping with Blake's movement. He's found himself free on too many occasions now, and you know, Merstham are just ball watching a lot at the back there and letting him. His movement is fantastic.
Again, Leiston coming forward, and it's going to fall into the box. Is it going to be a shot? It is a shot, and it was off the foot of Doherty, who took it down just inside the box, right-footed. It took a deflection. It's going to be a Leiston corner. Was
that Harwood again? Was that a saving block by him?
And all the football is now being played in Merstham's half. They cannot get out, and they might try to do now with Abnett. They need to use the ball well when they get it. Abnett drives forward across the halfway line, does really well, and Abnett's come forward now. Plenty of space for Michael Abnett. Can he find the right ball? In towards Dan Bennett on his left foot. Dan Bennett just took a really bad touch. Back on his right, lays it across, and it's intercepted. And
great saving challenge there by Henderson that come through. Just took it off the toe of, is it Hayden Smith there? Yes, just took it off the toe of Hayden Smith there.
It was just a touch from Dan Bennett. There was a moment Abnett played the ball across. Dan Bennett on his left foot. He just didn't get his touch right there. He was looking to shoot first time, got the touch wrong, had to check back onto his right side, and the chance went. But it is a corner to Merstham as the rain drives forward once more. Plenty of supporters under shelter behind the goal that Merstham are attacking right now. In comes the corner from Rees Hall, far too close to the keeper. It's going to bounce around. Harwood gets a touch on it. It's blocked, and this time it was been blocked by the Leiston defender. Lovely play, and Leiston come forward. This is a chance, 3-on-1. Leiston into the box. Lovely 1-2. Linesman flag goes up. The ball's in the net, but the flag goes up from the linesman.
What a lovely flowing passing move, and well, that was absolutely it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant for this level of football to see that counter-attacking football, free flowing, and such a shame that is it Blake was offside in the end there.
In towards Bonnet Johnson, doesn't reach him, and Leiston can bring the ball out, and they do bring the ball out well, and it's going to be intercepted, is it? Challenge in there. Referee says play on. Kavanagh wins the ball back. Samuels will pick it up. First touch. What can Samuels do? Samuels shoots, bounces off the keeper, and it's just away there, and it was cleared away from the Merstham forward by Joe Jefford. Almost got in there, Hayden Smith. And it was a shot from Kashani Samuels, and he has got that in his locker, Mick.
He has. He don't normally get a chance to have a strike on goal, but I got when my time here, I always used to try and encourage him to strike at goal, and he was dangerous. I would love him to play in the number 10 area.
Corner to Merstham. Still 0-0 in this game. Live coverage on back of the net with Ben Elford, Mick Sullivan and Gary Pascoe. Merstham corner comes in it comes, bouncing around. Is it going to be in? It is going to be in, and it's the first goal of the game, and it's going the way of the home side. It was a corner that almost seemed to be caught up by the wind there.
Is that Liam Harwood
in on the near post?
Wow.
And I think Liam Harwood got the final touch as it scrambled in, and he's had a big part to play in this first half in the Merstham half, stopping the Leiston forwards, and it is Harwood who gets the goal to put Merstham in front.
But corner.
That's just matched his all-round play, isn't it? He's just nicked a goal on top of it, and he's on the leaderboard for man of the match at the minute.
I think the wind had a lot to do with that corner, to be honest. He's whipped it in, and it went to the near post. They didn't head it properly, Leiston defender, and it's dropped down into the 6-yard box, and give Hayward his due. He was there, and he swapped it into the net, kicked it into the net. Good luck to him, good goal.
Floodlights were on early in the first half, which tells you all you need to know about the type of afternoon it is in February. And this is a chance now for the free kick. It's a long way out. It's hit towards the keeper. It's bouncing off, and it just goes wide. And I think it was a defender who got that touch, because the referee says it's going to be a corner. And it was hit there from Rees Hall, the free kick. Again, another good free kick from Rees Hall. Keeper couldn't hold on to it. Defender just got a touch, and it's going to be a corner to Merstham. Couple of minutes of normal time left, and all the pressure from the visiting team. Leiston in towards the box. Dinked in, comes into this side, real opportunity, goes to ground, squares it. It's a really good block.
I thought he was going to go down there. He did touch him. If he'd gone down, he might have got lucky and got a pen there.
That was a pen all day long. He should have gone down.
Yeah, it's just a pity he took a bad injury with the last here, Ben, didn't he, when they played Dorking Wanderers? So he's been a big miss to them. You know,
here's Samuels who goes for the shot. Samuels, it comes off the keeper. It's going to fall to Collins. Can he finish it off? Collins! Good save from the keeper at the second attempt. Really should have done better, Collins, with that. It's back to Samuels now. Samuels shoots again. It comes off a Leiston player. A couple of really good shots from Shasani Samuels. But you have to say, Collins should have finished the game off.
All day long. You know, great shot. Goalkeeper again made a mistake. Just hit his body, bounced out straight in front of the goal. And Collins had the opportunity at time just to put it left or right of him, but he never did, and hit it straight at the goalkeeper.
Leiston, one more opportunity to get the ball into the box. Referee takes a look at his watch. In it comes, and it's going to be easily cleared, and you think that might be it. And now Merstham could come forward with Reece Hall. It's a 2-on-2. What can they do? Reece Hall drives forward, comes inside. Might be 3-on-2 if Kavanagh can get up with play, and that's a terrible challenge. And the referee is going to go to his pocket. I'm sure it'll only be a yellow. And the referee blows the final whistle. Does he still get the book in there?
Yeah, I thought he was going to book him. He might still brandish that yellow. No, he's let him off the hook, I think. Yeah, he's let him off the hook.
And the final whistle goes on a really entertaining game here in Surrey. It's not been the best of weather. The wind and rain has driven across the pitch. In the end, it's the home side that come away with the points. It's finished Merstham 1, Leiston 0.
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a good game for the neutral. I think it was a big 3 points for us when you consider that probably our most potent players in Charlie Penny and Alex were missing. So we had to try and replace them with a collective. And collectively, I thought the players were on point today.
Plenty of possession in the first half without really testing their keeper. Were you worried at half time that you perhaps had enough possession to create a goal or two?
I think that you always worry that you've controlled the game, you haven't quite turned the control into opportunities, but I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised because that's what Charlie gives us, that's what Alex gives us. So we tried to replace that with being really organised today and to work really hard for the clean sheet. So when we did get that chance, it put us in the ascendancy.
Yeah, I thought they were excellent first half. I thought they kept the ball really well. Didn't create too many opportunities, if I'm honest. I don't think either keeper's been overly busy first half. But they kept the ball a lot better than us, and most probably on over a true reflection over 90 minutes, most probably deserved the result.
You came out in the second half with almost seems a rejuvenated energy for the first 20 minutes, and perhaps that first 20 minutes just needed to get a goal.
The penalty miss is a game changer, isn't it? I mean, if Jack Ainsley scores that most probably puts them on the back foot a little bit. When you score a penalty, it gives you a lift, but when you don't score it, it gives the other team a lift. And I think once we missed the penalty, I thought for Matt Blake to then hit the post. And we dominated possession for a little while, for about 20 minutes. I thought for 20 minutes we were very, very good at the start of the second half. But then I think once we conceded a goal, again, we turned away from an easy pass. We lose the ball, and the disappointing thing for me is their centre-half's got a tap in 2 yards out, and we haven't dealt with a corner at all.
Dan Bennett made his return to the club, was really influential in the first half. Did you feel that you just needed a little bit more solidity when you brought Samuels on?
Exactly that. Dan hasn't played a lot of football in Tonbridge for reasons that obviously are better known for Steve and Barry. So I think Dan had run his race after 60 minutes. But I thought for 60 minutes he was really good. I thought he showed his importance to the football club in that first hour.
Don't make excuses. Wind and rain, weather, that pitch was playable today, and I thought it was excellent. We had the wind first half and didn't use that to our advantage at all. I mean, listen, I'm not going to stand in front of you and say that I felt Merstham were miles above us today, and I don't. I thought it were two footballing sides. I think their gaffer can agree we definitely tried to get the ball down and play. I thought little Chris Henderson, the 8, caused them quite a few problems today, and on another day, like I say, we scored a penalty. It could have been a game changer for us, but I won't make excuses. I never make excuses about one of my sides. It's not the way to do football, nor the way to manage football clubs. You know, you pick a side, you send it out there, and if they don't do what you've asked them to do, then it's down to sort of like yourself and players to make sure that when we come out the following game, we put that right. And today, we were a lot better, believe me, today than we were against Worthing. So that's the only plus I can take out of today's game.
Congratulations, Liam. I made you my Bostik man of the match. How are you enjoying your second spell down at Merstham Football Club?
It's much better than the first spell. First spell I was a little bit unfit, whereas this time I'm fine, fit and enjoying my football.
Do you score many goals, or is that the first goal that you scored this season?
I think that's my third goal this season. I normally target around 5 goals a season as a centre-back, so I'm nearly there.
Despite the weather, only 2 games were called off in the Bostik Premier Division, and here's the best of the rest of the action this afternoon. It was a mixed afternoon for those at the top of the Bostik Premier Division, with defeats for Folkestone and Staines and a point for Met Police against Billericay. At the bottom it was important wins for Tooting and Mitcham and Worthing, and a 1-1 draw between Burgess Hill and Harlow mean that both sides are rooted to the bottom of the table. In the Bostik North there were wins for the top two as AFC Hornchurch and Bowes and Pitsea continue their fine form, and there were also big wins for Soham Town Rangers and Heybridge Swifts. The game between Lewis and Carshalton Athletic was postponed, so a big win for Cray Wanderers means they top the table with 69 points. at the bottom of the Bostik South. A defeat for Shoreham 6-0 means they're clear favourites to be relegated at the end of the season. Difficult conditions here this afternoon in Surrey, but it's Merstham that overcome the weather to pick up the 3 points. Next up for us, it's a trip to Thurrock in the Bostik Premier Division.